In the depths of the clear waters of Ocean River, coral palaces shine and the tides whisper gentle lullabies, lived Ewatomi, a beautiful and curious mermaid princess. Unlike her sisters, who delighted in the songs of the sea, Ewatomi spent her nights gazing at the distant shore, watching humans laugh, dance, and love under the golden light of the fire. I want to know love, she whispered to her closest friend, Aderayo, the wise old mermaid, not just the love of the river, but the kind woman share. Adoraya signed, love in the human world is not easy, Ewatomi. The land and sea were never meant to be one. But Ewatomi's heart was restless. She had watched the humans long enough to know one thing. Without love, life was empty. On the night of the Oshun festival, when the people of the Yoruba kingdom of Iliokan honored the river goddess, Ewatomi swam to the surface, hiding behind the reeds. The village was alive with music and dancing, and in the center of it all stood Prince Adedayo, the heir to the throne. He was strong and noble, yet his eyes carried a loneliness Ewatomi recognized. As he stepped away from the crowd, sighing deeply, he whispered to the river, when will I find a love that is true? Ewatomi's heart pounded. She wanted to answer him, to tell him she understood, but she was only a mermaid bound to the river forever. Determined, Ewatomi swam to the depths of the river, where the great goddess Imoja resided. He wished to walk among the humans. Imoja's voice was both soothing and powerful. Yes, great mother, I wish to find love, Ewatomi said boldly. Imoja studied her. There is a price. If you do not win true love's embrace before the next full moon, you will dissolve into sea foam and never return. Ewatomi did not hesitate. I will take the risk. With a wave of her hand, Imoja touched Ewatomi's tail and is bound with magic. In an instant, her shimmering fins disappeared and she collapsed onto the riverbank, her new legs trembling. She was human. When dawn broke, villagers found Ewatomi near the river, dressed in a simple but elegant cloth. She was brought to the palace, where Prince Adedayo himself came to see her. Who are you? He asked, his dark eyes full of curiosity. I'm Ewatomi. I was lost, but I found my way here. Something about her felt familiar. Her voice, like the song of the river, stirred something deep within him. Adedayo allowed him to stay in the palace, and as the days passed, he found himself drawn to her. Ewatomi was unlike any woman he had met, gentle yet strong, wise yet full of wonder. They spent their days walking through the markets, laughing by the riverside, and watching the sunset from the palace balcony. But Ewatomi never told him the truth. The full moon was approaching, and if he did not confess his love soon, he would be lost forever. Not everyone was pleased with Ewatomi's presence. Princess Olufunkan, a noble woman betrothed to Adedayo, grew jealous of the mysterious woman who had captured the prince's heart. She is a stranger. No one knows where she came from, Olufunke whispered to the palace elders. What if she is a witch? One evening, as Adedayo prepared to announce his choice of bride, Olufunke conspired with the palace diviner to expose Ewatomi. During the festival, the diviner threw sacred cowries onto the ground. Reveal the truth, he commanded. The river roared, and suddenly Ewatomi felt a sharp pain in her legs. Before everyone's eyes, her human feet flickered, revealing glimpses of shimmering scales. Gasps filled the air. She is not one of us, Olufunke cried. She is a creature of the river, yet to deceive the prince. Ewatomi turned to Adedayo, tears streaming down her face. Do you love me? She asked, her voice trembling. Adedayo hesitated. The weight of the kingdom's expectations bore down on him. He wanted to reach for her, but fear held him back. Imoja's warning echoed in Ewatomi's mind. The full moon was here. Time had run out. A wave crashed onto the shore, and before anyone could react, Ewatomi dissolved into sea foam, her sorrow carried away by the wind. Adedayo stood frozen, watching as the river calmed. His heart shattered. He had hesitated, and now she was gone. For weeks, he sat by the river calling her name, but the water remained silent. Finally, he turned to Yemoja's shrine and fell to his knees. I have lost her, but I love her, great mother. Is there no way to bring her back? The river goddess appeared before him, her gaze filled with wisdom. Love requires sacrifice. If you truly love her, you must prove it. Without hesitation, Adedayo waded into the water. I will give up my crown, my kingdom, everything, just to have her back. Yemaja studied him, then smiled. You have learned the truth of love. The waters began to glow, and from the river a figure rose, Ewatumi reborn. But this time she was not a mermaid. She was fully human. Adedayo rushed to her, pulling her into his arms. Forgive me, he whispered. I should never have doubted. Ewatumi smiled, resting her forehead against his. Love is patient, and now we are forever. Adedayo renounced his throne, choosing a life of peace with Ewatumi. They traveled the land, spreading tales of their love. The mermaid who sought love in the human world, and the prince who defied fate to be with her. And to this day, lovers stand by the ocean river, whispering wishes into the wind, hoping for a love as deep as the ocean and as strong as destiny. Enjoy the story? Give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more captivating tales. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.